girl, Vanessa, better known as Glass Half Empty, Glass Half Full. What a better way to ring into the new year with the effervescence of Issa's Prosecco ViaRae's. This Italian delight is from Veneto and Friuli regions. It is crafted from the esteemed Glera grape, which has the dance of notes of white peach, green apple, pear, and a delicate elderflower. Now, as we explore the nuances of siblings today, make sure you pay attention to your girl's glass. If I leave this glass half empty, it's a yes. But if I leave this glass half full, it's a no. Let's dive into this captivating topic about siblings. So, I had to go offline to open up Issa's Raised ViaRae's because for some reason my wrists don't act right anymore opening up sparkling wines or champagne. But open up, I love the court. The court says we stay ready, and yes, we do. Okay. Did you all know that there's 3 types of sparkling wine? There's sparkling wine, there's semi-sparkling, and there's still sparkling wines. Yeah, so just make sure you know what you're getting. All right, so our topic today is about siblings. I have 3 sisters. My oldest sister is 6 years older than me. The knee baby, which is considered the middle child, is 3 years older than me. And then there's me. I'm the baby girl. My parents had to do it 3 times to get it right to make it complete. Boop. Okay. So, yes. So, as growing up, being the last child, they always said, oh, girl, you had it easy. But we grew up very, very tight. And to this day, we are very close siblings. My parents made sure we don't have any family members here. So my parents always said, it's 3 of you at all times. When one is in need, all is in need, right? So that's just how it went down in our household. But for some reason, have you ever seen your siblings? It's like, where they came from? Are they really my siblings? Why is always that one that's weird, or why is the other one different and so forth like that, right? And we just never understood. We were raised in the same household, raised by the same exact parents and things like that. And my sisters always said, you just don't know. Even though we didn't grow up in a bad household, they just said hey, when it got to you, things got light. Things were easier. And I'm like, no, it's not. Why are you acting this way? Oh, that's a trigger for me. Well, how is that a trigger for you? And I didn't experience that growing up, right? But on Christmas, we had a very deep, let me get into this way. Very crisp, very bright, and you can tell it's a dry, sparkling wine. So on Christmas Day, we were having conversations. My oldest sister just, finally, told us how she really felt. Because I always say, you the oldest. You supposed to do this. You supposed to do that. I'm the baby. Y'all always supposed to take care of me. That's what mommy and daddy say. No matter what, y'all always supposed to take care of me. They was like, well, what you supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Y'all supposed to take care of me because I'm the youngest. I'm the baby of the bunch, right? So my oldest sister and the new baby was like, no, you need to stop that. That's not right. Sometimes we need help. We're not always strong. And I'm looking whatever. That's just how it goes. But it comes to find out is that we never know what our older siblings has experienced, what their triggers are, even though we were raised in the same household with the same parents. But they will have different views of their childhood, or different views of how you may see things growing up, and how they made sure they protected you from things that they've seen or their experience growing up. So we just have to take, under consideration is that don't always think they're the strong ones and they're supposed to always take care of you. You know what I mean? Don't always look at them as the weird one, what? Mom, Dad, you sure that's your child? Where they came from? We was raised in the same household. How are they different? What is going on? And things like that. We just have to realize that everybody can be different. And I realized that's why our parents dealt with us differently. One of my sisters, my parents had to go to very cautiously, very calm, very nice, because that was her personality, right? The other one, they just had to be very direct. Up front, don't sugarcoat, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? With me, I don't know. I think I was just a baby girl, so they just came to me anyway. Like, I wasn't that type of person. Like, I listen and so forth like that. I act like I'm strong, you know. You know, I'm a G. You know, things that I'm just playing. I'm really not, but that's why your parents have to deal with you according to your personality. Every parent cannot go to every one of their children the same. That's impossible, you know? And I seen something with Cat Williams the other day when they brought up his siblings and how he had to leave at 13 or 14, whatever it is, to come down here to Miami. And Shay Shay was like, well, did your siblings go through the same thing you went through? And he was like, no. You know what I mean? But I had to go. You know what I mean? It was things that happened that I had to leave to make sure that, you know what I mean, my siblings wouldn't go through what I experienced. I had to leave the household because that household was very um, toxic. So what Cat Williams said. And sometimes you just have to do things. It does not mean that you're being rebellious. Doesn't mean that you're being disobedient. But sometimes you just have to leave for the sake of your other siblings to make sure that they can be in a household that's pure and non-toxic. You get what I'm trying to say? So after that Christmas conversation, I really, 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 really sat back and was like, you know what? I need to stop telling my older sister she's the elder sister. That's what she's supposed to do. Stop telling the knee baby. You know what I mean? Like, even the knee baby was, you know, some things that she didn't know that our elder sister experienced growing up, or seeing that our parents was more harder on her than with us. So, like, what other issues that you may have seen within your siblings that you may not understand, and you just think that they're different, or they're standoffish, or they just don't listen? But it's just like you try to go to them and try to explain what you may have gone through, but they have not gone through that, and you just have to understand that, hey, we're different, but I'm still going to be there for you. I'm not going to be judgmental. Find out their trigger issues. You may come to them wrong, and it may just trigger them for something in their childhood. It doesn't have to mean that that it may have happened in the household, but it may have happened outside of the household with other people. You know what I mean? You just have to be very, very careful. Like, ask them. You know what I mean? And that's what we did on Christmas. We asked our older sister, like, what happened? What's going on? Why is this? Why is that? You know what I mean? Why do you feel when I say that you're the older sister, you're supposed to do it, you're supposed to do this, like, you're supposed to be strong and so forth like that? And it's just feel as if, you know, putting so much on her, you know. When my dad passed, you know what I mean, she went to my parents' house, stayed with my parents, and as my dad transitioned, she was there changing him. So I know that she experienced a lot. And when I asked her, I was like, did you all try to resuscitate dad? She felt as if I went to her saying that, oh, you just let him go. I knew my dad wanted to go. My dad told us next time he leaves, do not resuscitate him. But being the baby child, always, you know, wanting my dad and seeing my dad and things like that, I didn't take under consideration of what my sister has experienced. Changing your father as he is transitioning from, you know, with me, I'm going to say from earth to glory, you know, and things like that. That's very hard. That is a very hard pill to swallow, to experience that. You know what I mean? And I didn't take it under consideration. And now I know how my sister had felt that day when I asked her, why you didn't resuscitate my dad? And things like that, wherever it is. She's like, that's my dad too. And he didn't want us to resuscitate him. I had to go back and apologize to my sister because I didn't want her to feel no type of way that I blamed her for my father's transition and leaving this world, you know? I wish I really had some French fries. Did you all know that? Off subject real quick. French fries goes very well with sparkling wine, and champagne. Try it out. So just take on consideration of those. Reach out to your siblings. Life is so short. And I know people always say, oh, you cut off your family, whatever it is. I don't have any family here. So all I had, it's always been my two sisters, my mom, and my dad. And I'm just grateful that our parents raised us to be so close knit. And for us to finally hear out our elder sister and how she feels of being the elder sister. She adores being the elder sister, but sometimes we can take some things off her. Because now, what I mean, she does a lot for us. She does a lot for our mom that's still living and so forth like that. We also, we do things for our mom too, but she takes majority of the load. And we just told her, tell us. We'll do it. Just let us know. You don't have to do everything on your own. And she just feels as if all the time she has to do everything. And I know that came from me because I'm like, you the big sister. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's not like that. Give them some room. Give them some help. Give them time to vent. It's a whole new year. And you just might think that just people are just being that way because they're stubborn. No, ask. Ask why they're like that. Get to the bottom of it. You just never know. Yes, you're in the same household, but they did not see what you saw. Yes, you were raised by the same parents. They did not see what you saw, and you did not see what they saw. So you cannot hold them accountable for that. Just reach out to them. Ask them. And you as the knee baby, you as the baby child, do better. Help out. You never want one to feel as if it's all on them, even though, you may be helping out, but not as much. Right? So that's just how I feel about it. What about your siblings? Do you feel the same way about that? Of how you could be raised in the same household by the same parents and have totally different views? Let me know. So how did I leave my glass, y'all? It's yes. I enjoyed Issa ViaRae's Prosecco. Very bright, very citrusy. It is a dry Prosecco from Italy. It has 11% alcohol. You can get this from Target. It was $19.99. Very affordable. I would have paired this with some good old French fries. Yes, the steak cut fries with no salt, no season. So good. Yes, let me know what other topics that we can discuss about. We can discuss about friends, trips, boyfriends, girlfriends, significant others, work, whatever it is. I am down for those topics, honey. Alrighty. Remember to always what? Pour happiness. Cheers.